house, Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoff. Today, an in-state battle between two teams from the state of Texas, and when you face off against another squad from the Lone Star State, the emotions tend to run a little higher. The Red Raiders will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense will go to work first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need. There he goes! They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
And they get him down.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner, and guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to him.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, better look out! Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking for a man. It's Ione. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic than they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas Tech's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Weeks. Right on the money.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to sling it on second down. Immediately fires to the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. They're working that left side. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Toss sweep to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off play action on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Back to pass, it's Ione. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Pulls it in. It's Russ. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you're trying to get the ball to running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
It's caught. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He's going to run it. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Weeks. Just a short pass to the tight end. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Using the quick game. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
And I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got to force.
Makes a grab past the marker. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they did tack on the extra point. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. We've got a timeout from the kicking team. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Dropping back, it's Ione. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. The play action fake. Under fire. He's going for a big play downfield. Open spaces. Touchdown, Cougar! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
The quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it. Turning on the Jets. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Picks up the first down, still moving. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw, it's Ione. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Gets it out fast. Turning it on. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Finds his man. It's Burton. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Houston getting set, looking at first and 10. Looking to throw again. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to fire. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Fires left. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Looking to throw, it's Weeks. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Reels it in down the left side. Hits the crease. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And he tacks on the extra point.
28, Houston, 14.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. To the air on second down. Quick strike complete. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. The 20. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston.
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Number 15, set to advance on the football.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Weeks. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On third down, he drops the throw. Makes the catch on the left. Finds some room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive.
Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try the running game off the right tackle. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Rush is on him. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Hines is back in the middle. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
He'll pull it down and run. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Weeks. Snags it over the middle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Red Raiders have a lot of options on second and inches. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to get it himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this defense has had enough. They've been burned by this guy one too many times already in this game, and they've been trying to make the adjustments on the sideline and in the locker room, and finally they're able to get to him. And they did it because all 11 guys were on the same page. It wasn't just one guy trying to be a hero and get out of his gap. Everybody did their job, and they got him down for a big loss on that sack.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the punishment has been extended. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
This time it's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. To the ground to try to move the chains. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Houston will be forced to punt. He gets a block. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Try to get it to the edge. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. To throw, it's Weeks. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Red Raiders have their offense in high gear. He'll keep it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Gets it to him on the screen. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. They're going to run it. Slithers into space. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like...
There he goes. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Houston! Hello!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Houston, 28.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The toss to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. A strike downfield. He's loose down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform, everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays. Not one, not two, not three. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
28.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Scanning the field, it's Ione. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. Guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you needed some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
They'll keep it on the ground here, off right tackle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the returner goes down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. On the option. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Final play of the quarter coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He's got it on the move. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the game. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Walker will fire. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
You gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's gonna pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Now on the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Oh, they're after him. Finds a man on the right. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. He'll do it himself. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they take it in for 6 more points. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense. And
he loses the ball, keeping his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the Red Raiders will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again. They'll
run it here on 3rd and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Back to pass, it's Weeks. Back swinging for the goal line. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle. It says Ukama. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield. At the 48. And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
It'll be 3rd and long. Walker to throw. Snagged out of the air. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for some time. They're up by 25 over Florida. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks the tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Red Raiders will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Walker will fire. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Second down, he'll throw it. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Red Raiders need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads it left. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Walker to throw. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass and was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is.